Clearly the apps aren't working for me right now or for like anyone, so I'm making it my mission tonight to speak to one guy that I would be interested in, just one, out in public in the wild. You would think this wouldn't be that big of a deal or that difficult.
A few moments later.
Yeah, so a little update on that. I did go up to someone. I actually went up to a bartender at my favorite bar, mistake number one, and I got his number, and then we chatted back and forth for a day, and then we were about to make plans, and then he ghosted me. So this is why I don't go up to men.
Wow, so she got ghosted. So, you know, hey, she's basically saying that she has no success on the apps whatsoever. So she decided to go out in the wild and to find a man. And basically she approached a bartender, which in my opinion doesn't really count, because if you're ordering a drink, you're gonna be talking to your bartender anyways, right? So that's pretty much low-hanging fruit is the way I'm looking at it. So from his perspective as a bartender, yeah, his job is to accumulate money for the business, right? For you to possibly tip, buy another drink, and to be friendly, right? So he's pretty much just doing his job. And it seems like she asked for his number, and then ultimately he probably just gave it to you just to be friendly. And then ultimately he ghosted you. So, hey, we're seeing more and more of these situations where women are hunting for men, putting themselves out there, and it is what it is, right? I think this is going to become more and more of the norm when it comes to the single dating market.
For the black lady in the grocery store who did not speak back to you when you said, hey, please understand, sir, be glad that you spoke to her and not me. Because there is a black woman that will meet you with that fire if you don't back your and stop talking to me. What the entitlement, the audacity, because you speak to me does not, I'm in the South too. Because you speak to me don't mean, oh, I have to, what? Men, do y'all agree with this? Women, do y'all, like, as a black woman, do I have to speak with you? Can I go in and buy my groceries and go home to feed my family? You're not paying for the groceries? I'm probably uninterested because it looks like that gut was busting over. You couldn't even look down there and see anything that you could do anything to do. Well, what's your purpose? Okay? Be glad she didn't meet you with that fire. Because not only did she not speak, you felt it enough. So I know you were just hawking her down probably too. And that's this woman. That you keep looking at me a little too hard. You gonna make me uncomfortable. And don't make me nervous now.
Yeah, so here's the thing on this. When you watch these kind of videos, it just kind of reconfirms what's happening and what you've been doing, right? Minding your business, keeping it moving, protecting your peace. Because according to some of these black women, as a black man, you can't even exchange pleasantries with a black woman in a grocery store. Okay, she mentions that she's from the South. Yeah, forget about that Southern hospitality, right? Southern hospitality has left the chat because it seems like she wants all the smoke, right? She wants to pop off and she's itching for a reason, right? She just needs a reason to get going. So when other black women talk about where are the black men and where did they go? Why are they no longer approaching black women? Exhibit A.
Someone said only broke want their man to pay for everything. Do you see this? I got money. Still not going 50-50. Can't do it. Okay, I can afford the lifestyle that I want. And I'd rather pay 100% of all of my bills to get exactly what I want without compromise than having to go 50-50 just to say I got a man. Y'all are not the prize.
Yeah, so here we have a modern woman bringing up her degrees and her career, right? She's pointing towards the pharmacist name on her coat and she's implying that she's making money, right? Why should she go 50-50 with a man? And you know, hey, I really don't care, right? She can do whatever she wants to do. It just seems like she's now become the man that she wants.
You're my homeboy, but you're still a man, so there are things that I expect from you even though we're not in a romantic relationship. Let's get to it. Number one, if you are in the car with me while I'm getting gas, you are pumping my gas. I don't know why that one's controversial. Pump this gas.
Huh?
I also expect you to put me on the correct side of the sidewalk. Do you want me to die or not? Exactly! Number three, you are the DDH, designated door holder. Why would I be opening the door? You are a man. I don't expect you to cover anything financially, and I don't expect you to carry my bags if we go shopping, although that one pains me and it took a lot of growth. It took a lot of growth. I don't love to carry a bag in the store. God, that one really hurts though. I feel like there's more and I can give you more if you're really that interested.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
What she's basically describing is a toxic friendship, right? He has to do all these things for you in order for the friendship to keep going, right? So, I mean, what's the point of even being friends with you at all if I have to do all these husband boyfriend duties, right? It just doesn't make any sense. What's stopping him from dropping you as a friend and keeping it moving? Okay, is he trying to clap some cheeks on the low? What's really going on? Right? So, you know, hey, if you have to do all these mental gymnastics and all this other stuff for a woman to be friends with you, it doesn't make any sense.
I just saw this TikTok about this lady, or not about, but she was saying how like for every like one attractive man that you see out in the wild, there's 10 attractive women. And like, people who say that's not true, I really want you to go outside. I want you to go outside every single day for like 2-3 days. Go to the store, go to the mall, go to the park, go to a public place where there's people, go on the weekend. When you go on the weekend, you're gonna see that theory is 100% true. And I'm not...
Now, I can't speak for the how attractive men are part, but that 10 very attractive women, cold chicks, 8, 9, and 10, that shit's not true. I just was out this weekend because my brother's anniversary was this weekend, and it was at a club. I went there from 8 to like 11. So I was out there for about 3 hours. I'm not really the club type. And there was not a lot of attractive chicks out there. It was some chicks with no asses, some chicks with bellies hanging over they laps. It was chicks with bad makeup, with bad lace fronts, with old hairdos, with old makeup. It just wasn't a good scene. And the shit she's saying couldn't be farther from the truth. And I just sent a couple of screenshots over the video, so I just took them as one, you know. I guess she a 10 with makeup on. And then also another 10 with makeup on. And then another 10 with makeup on. And then another 10 with makeup on. And this is why men like natural women, because if you're beautiful, if you're pretty, it's going to show naturally. You don't need all that makeup and shit. You don't need to try to trick or deceive a man into believing you're actually attractive. If you're attractive, you're just going to be attractive with no help. See, us men, we don't have all these gimmicks and other bullshit we can pull, but a lot of these females do.
It's just crazy how these modern women think that just because they wear makeup, it automatically means that they're attractive, right? They put on makeup, lashes, and all this other stuff, this cosmetic stuff, and they think that they're fooling us, right? Like, we know what it is, right? We know what it is. We want to know what you really look like, fresh face out the shower with none of that stuff on, right? Because ultimately that's what we're going to be seeing, you know, night in and night out. So, you know, hey, a gym membership and a positive attitude goes a long way.
I'm on this meet and greet. It's our first time meeting. Let them give y'all a little look. This man say, I shouldn't be dating because I don't have an address. Because I live in a motel. I shouldn't be dating. So I want to make sure that all y'all can see. Y'all need to know this man. Y'all need to know. Because he's playing games. He's judging me.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, just a meet and greet. You didn't say that in your profile. You didn't say, you didn't say it though.
But why would I put that in my profile?
What you mean? Why would you need to let people know that you're staying in a motel and you're homeless right now.
Okay, but
you want to sit up here and try dating, and you out here, and then number one, how old are you and you recording? You like recording me at your age.
I'm recording y'all because I want y'all to know this is a taker right here. Apparently he trying to take
a take.
I mean, he has every right to call you out if you're homeless. Like, where are your priorities? Is this really a thing? Do I really need to expand on this in 2025? I mean, this should be common sense.
This is how I think women should speak to men. I genuinely don't care. You are very, very ugly. You are not all that. I don't care about your mother or what she did for you as a child. I don't care about your childhood trauma. Keep that to yourself. You don't have gold for me to dig in your family. All you have is generational trauma. You're actually very ugly. Do you know that? Is that you? You stink. I don't care that your dad left. Fix yourself in therapy. I don't give a shit. What's my business? Did I ask? Who cares? Who the hell do you think you are? Damn, you are ugly. Did I say you're ugly? Back up. You're so dumb. The world does not revolve around you. Go cry to your mother. Your mother is ugly. I don't know why you keep telling me about her. I don't care about what your ex-girlfriend did to you. You probably are the problem. Probably. You are the problem. Your dad. I don't care. You're not that smart.
Yeah, so her talking like this with a jalopy of a wig is nasty work, okay? This wig is slipping from left to right. And she's basically trying to deploy insults, okay? Trying to abuse you psychologically as well as mentally into submission. She's trying to beat you down. And she wants men to what? Just sit there and take it, right? The moment you have standards for yourself and boundaries and basically say that you're going to walk away, she's going to double down when it comes to the insults and try to call you sassy, right? This is the game plan when it comes to these types of model women. So, hey, we're going to use this video as data and research purposes on who to avoid.
I went on a date. The date was going to church, but I was late to the date. He arrived at my house at 9:25. At 9:20. I was out by 9:25, so I was pushing the time that it took to get to church. So then I wanted to get some Starbucks. We go get Starbucks, and he felt like I was pushing the time because church started at 10. We arrived to church exactly at 10. But you know how when you're in the car and you got to get like ready, put your lip on, get the oil off the bottom of your shoes and stuff? I was doing that. So my date was really anxious to get into church, but I felt like you could just wait for me. So then he's like, I'm gonna just leave you the key. Mind you, this is my first time at his church. I've never been to this church before. I'm a little anxious. It's a date. It's already like the nerves are there. So he leaves, and then I get upset. And I'm like, I feel like you just left me. So I text my friend, and I was like, can you come pick me up? And she's like, where you at? As I'm texting her and talking to her, he comes out because he's like, where are you at? I said, I'm leaving. So then I'm like, he's like, no, don't leave. So I get out of the car, and he's like, come on, let's just go to church. Let's go to church. Let's walk in. And then I was like, no. So I turn around. I said, I'm not going. And then this went on for like less than like 2 minutes in the parking lot. So then I get tearful because I'm feeling left out. Like, I feel like you just tried to leave me. And I don't know what that is. But I need y'all to tell me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong for saying I'm going to leave? Because he said that he felt like it was disrespectful to do all of that. And I just don't feel like I was being disrespectful, because I feel like once you got out of the car, you basically left me. And I don't know. I'm your guest. Granted, I don't think that was the intent, but I want to know if y'all feel like I'm disrespectful, because I just don't think it's disrespectful that I felt like he could have waited like 3 minutes. I was done. We got to church at 10. I wrapped everything up by 10:03, but then he wanted to hurry up and leave. And then he ended up having to come back out. Am I wrong? Is that wrong? For real, like, is that wrong?
All right, guys, so there you have it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Yeah, she's 100% in the wrong. She was doing too much, wanted to go to Starbucks and all this other stuff. And ultimately, you were late. Okay, he arrived on time, enough time to get to church, get a good seat, and, you know, to have a good service, right? And it seems like you weren't necessarily taking it serious. You wanted to do what you wanted to do, and ultimately you ruined the vibe and the date to an extent where it was frustrating dealing with you. And if this is the first time you guys going on a date, yeah, that's definitely going to set the tone moving forward. So yeah, that's just my opinion. I think she was in the wrong here, but let me know what you guys think about this one. Give me some feedback, and until next time.